Hi, vloggy.
Late to bed, early to rise.
I just forgot my backpack on the bus.
Gotta keep it safe. Beautiful weather. The worst?
They're like, that's not wrong.
Wow. Okay, hello. Welcome to part 2 of backpacking. We just spent a week in Honolulu, Hawaii with my friends from Semester C. Taylor and Brooklyn live there, and so our other friend Maya flew in as well. Me and my friend Sophie, who I also backpacked Europe with. We are doing 6 weeks, Hawaii for a week, and then 2.5 weeks in New Zealand and 2.5 weeks in Hawaii. Kind of feels like the actual beginning of backpacking now, because the first week we were living with our friends, not in a hostel or anything. We are waiting at the gate. It's a total of 9 hours pit stop in Christmas Island, which is Kirimati. I think that's how it's pronounced. We have an overnight layover in Fiji, and then the next morning we have like another 4-hour flight to Auckland. We cross the international date line on this first flight, like before the pit stop. When we land, it will be tomorrow. I'm about to be crossing off new countries, new continents. Say hi to the vlog, Sophie. Here we go. Okay, I know the lighting is absolutely terrible, but I just need to give you a little update. We are at our hostel in Fiji. We've encountered boys our age. We literally have forgotten how to act. We'll update later. Hello, we're in the Fiji airport right now. We've been here for a grand total of like 14 hours.
Not in the airport. We've been in Fiji. For 14 hours.
Let's recap. Our nights.
We got to Fiji at like 8 p.m. local time. 3-hour flight, an hour like refueling stop where we didn't get off the plane, and then like a 4-hour flight. And they gave us like a full meal both times with a complimentary drink.
Which I've never had before.
Ever.
My Delta flight 6 hours from Seattle to Hawaii didn't give me hardly a snack. So
My Hawaiian flight, you didn't get anything.
online it says there's supposed to be a free shuttle to and from our
Hostel.
Bamboo Beach hostel. So just so you know, that won't be the case. We don't have service to like contact the hostel to be like, oh, we're here.
We didn't want to buy service for one night. Like that
Right.
didn't seem worth it.
We'll just get a taxi there. Whatever, fine. We get there, multiple attractive men our age. They're like chatting to us. They just left New Zealand. We're like, oh my gosh, we're going there. There's a cyclone there. We're like, cool, that's awesome.
We had just gotten off like a 9-hour travel day. It's so hot here. We were so sweaty. We were like trying to do check-in at the same time. We're so distracted. I was very overstimulated. There was a lot going on.
Got to our room. I don't know how many people are in the room, but it was
Like
a lot.
20.
Which is fine. Like that's what we booked.
They weren't bunk beds. I feel like hostels are usually
Yeah.
bunk beds. Massive room and just lines of beds. I was right by the door, and so anytime anyone went in or out when I was sleeping, the light would shine right in my face.
Also, we weren't together. We were literally on opposite ends of the room because that's the only 2 beds available.
The good thing was everybody was super chill. Like a lot of young people, really relaxed. Like felt safe leaving our stuff. Everyone was really nice. Socially positive experience.
Yeah, we're trying to find those guys again because we were like, hey, maybe we could bring them with us to the beach.
Our taxi driver said not to go to the beach alone at night. It's dangerous.
We were literally out on a picnic table staking them out. Both of us forgot how to be humans and like how to start a conversation. And we literally just sat there as they passed by and like looked at us as we passed by, and we were like,
So I want to be like, hey, take us to the beach. We are wearing the same clothes we wore yesterday.
literally the same clothes. In the morning, we were like, okay, we want a taxi. Here on the website, it literally says you give free transportation to the airport. And they were like, no, we don't. And I was like, your website says you do. No, I don't. It's so interesting that it says that.
But the good news was they accepted my Canadian dollars.
Yeah.
So we paid half with Fiji money and half with Canadian.
We're about to do our 3.5-hour flight to Auckland. That's our update.
Yeah.
It was a very interesting overnight experience. We have made it to Auckland.
Hi, vloggy.
We are walking around Queen Street right now, which is all downhill, so we'll be hiking uphill later. We got to our hostel, which is super cute and fun, and we have clean.
It's indoors.
It's indoors.
Last night's hostel was like a fun adventure.
Yeah.
This night's hostel is like, I'm relieved.
We don't really have a plan right now. We're gonna get some groceries. We're in a 6-bedroom. The other people in there were super nice. We like talked to them.
We saw 2 guys, and then one person had their like shade closed.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because they were sleeping or they just weren't there.
Right.
But I saw a straightening iron. Which
So-
means there's a girl in the room. And like long-term resident. distance. Like the guy who just said he's on a work holiday visa.
And it seems like a lot of people that are staying there have been staying there for a long time.
But also green flag about the hostel.
We'll let you know what we end up doing because we don't know. We forgot that it's fall and the leaves are turning colors here. We've made a pit stop at Starbucks and they have pies.
I've like already devoured mine.
Sophie got what
It was basically a chicken pot pie. It's called creamy chicken pie.
and I got a steak and cheese one. This is apparently like a thing in New Zealand, which we didn't know.
Because we don't do any research.
No, we just drove up today and we're like, oh, what are we doing today?
Oh, yummy.
But yeah, I mean it's steak and cheese, so I like both of those.
Great combo.
We are at the New Zealand Maritime Museum. History of maritime and sailing and Maori on the water and in the ocean, which is really interesting. We're moving. I don't know if you can see that very well. We're like in this immigrant boat like example. Room is moving. I'm like actually floored by the engineering. The families here today.
You give birth in prison and die from blood poisoning at 23.
We're just doing some grocery shopping. Here we are on our first official day in Auckland. We made some sandwiches this morning to have lunch at some undisclosed location that we don't know what it will be. Though the currency exchange rate is really doing wonders for me. Every time we buy something, it comes through as cheaper on my card. Significantly. Oh, it's phenomenal. We are at this orakei basin walkway. It's like a loop boardwalky sort of trail around a lake.
Oh my god, like a train.
Oh my, this is so pretty. Oh, the birds really were paid actors right there. Actually, I keep forgetting that it's fall. Going from a week in like tropical Hawaii, switching to the opposite season that I was in previously is really hard for my brain to wrap around. Alright, so we just took the bus back to like the city center because we're in the Sky Tower. It's another episode of us getting things for free. It should have cost $450 New Zealand dollars, which is not bad. It was supposed to be a train, and because they're like having to redo the trains and it was a bus instead, it was free, which we didn't know until we got on the bus. We're really good at getting things for free.
Yeah.
It happens all the time. Look at traveling on a budget. This is the budget of we're eating at Sky Tower, but we have our little homemade sandwiches.
I did buy a glass of wine.
And we will be buying ice cream up here.
We'll have to have local New Zealand wine.
Just
local New Zealand beer.
Thank you so much. First milkshake of the trip. This is a cookies and cream. Yep, yeah, that's good. Wow, that's really good. How's it going? It's a little windy.
Yeah, I don't want it to get blown off. Hard to hold it.
We walked over to Victoria Park. Do we know why it's potentially famous?
Not a clue.
No, we just think that it maybe is. So maybe we should look that up. Just another episode of us going somewhere without having any idea. We are back by the harbor. We kind of walked along here last night a little bit, but it was kind of stormy and rainy and dark.
And it was also far other end.
Auckland is super known for like sailing, so there's approximately 8 zillion yachts. I think it's like the world's
Something capital of yachting.
something of yachting. There's huge. That's all I know.
Walking backward is really good for your brain. It helps like slow dementia onset, and it works in a different part of your muscles. I don't have a degree in exercise science.
I have half a degree in exercise science.
It works like a different part of your legs. If you're tired, walk backwards. Hang on, there's a lift.
Oh my god. I almost ran into that.
Make sure you look backward.
I literally almost concussed myself. We were gonna stay up there at Mount Eden. Oh, you're way back there. To watch sunset. Except, do you see the sky?
There's no sunset.
There is no sunset.
The sun was like peeking through the
It was
clouds. It was
peeking.
really beautiful, and we were like, maybe it'll continue to part.
Right.
And then a heavier storm rolled in, and now there's absolutely complete cloud
Yeah,
cover.
we're just gonna take the bus back to the harbor area and get food. This is a massive piece of fish. Yeah. I'm gonna be touching any of that, so have at it, whatever you want. That is good. It's 6:50 right now. We've eaten dinner and we're
11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 8 hours.
8.5. We have eaten dinner. We are gonna go back into our hostel, and it's not even 7 o'clock, and it's Friday.
We've been exploring for 8 whole hours. Dinner was like this beautiful spot shop right on the water. It's actually super affordable. Taxes included in the prices, and
Yeah.
you don't expect a tip. There wasn't even a tip option on the machine.
Yeah.
So it was significantly less than we thought it was going to be. Yay for New Zealand.
We're gonna go to sleep. We are used to SAS travel, which is like all day, every day.
Early to bed, early to rise. Sometimes late to bed, early
to
to
rise.
rise. Basically sleep when you can, where you can.
Just being sleep deprived.
So we're trying not to do that this trip.
Yeah. You're gonna do it. What did you get? I've never seen anybody look so stressed out trying to work a vending machine.
Because I pressed 28, but the 8 didn't select, so it just picked 2. And I was really worried that then it was gonna deliver something I didn't want, but then 2 isn't a number, so it reset, so it was fine. So then I hit 28, and then I paid, and then I got my M&Ms. So I looked rough. I need to take a shower.
You look like you're having an aneurysm trying to figure it out.
It was a little. There's a lot of people in here, and I didn't want to embarrass myself.
Our reaction to having nobody in our hostel room. Delirious.
Yeah, it's been a really long day. My legs hurt.
So we have a mini souvenir haul. I've got this like metal postcard, but it's a little nicer than like the regular postcards that I always get, so it divvies it up a little bit. Also got this New Zealand pin because when I go backpacking, I like to collect pins of all the different countries. Not that any of them are in my backpack right now, they're literally just sitting in a bowl. Eventually they will be on my backpack.
I got 3 postcards. This really pretty one of, oh wait, that's upside down. This really pretty one of the Auckland Harbor. This one of the Auckland skyline. And then I got this one of New Zealand. The reason that I got so many was because I started a tradition on SAS where I get 2 postcards in every country. On one of them, I write like a postcard to myself. And then the other one is for like aesthetics. I'm gonna make like a collage of all the postcards that I've gotten. 2 shot glasses. One of them is just New Zealand generally. That was really a little kiwi one. They're really hard to see because they're bubble wrapped. And then I also got for my parents, you can't see it because I bubble wrapped the shit out of it. I'm also really close to the camera. It's like a little jade crystal kiwi. It's very like their style and it was super pretty and I'm excited to put it on. Okay, Sarah.
Good morning from the day that wasn't supposed to be raining at all, but it's already sprinkled and I don't have my rain jacket. We had a little breakfast. We slept in a little bit longer. We said goodbye to our Italian friend. Very sad.
John Christian,
John. We both heard, I think I heard John and you heard Christian. Which are vastly different names.
Not similar at all.
But then we never asked what his actual name was, so.
We were embarrassed.
Yeah.
Because he was so nice. I'm like, that's
so
rude.
nice. We are on our way to a like Saturday morning market. It's like the heftiest pigeon I've ever seen in my life. You're so glittery. You know what? More neck, more glitter. I'm here for it. We're trying to go to this like Odyssey sensory maze and it's in the basement of this kind of sketchy mall. It looks very abandoned. Crawling up. That is so wild. I'm actually so comfortable right now. What? That is wild. Just a little lunch in the cemetery.
That way, Antrim. Nope, other way.
So this is where I've been laying for the last, I don't know, hour. Sophie's been over here. I was reading. We're just in the graveyard because why not? We're learning to relax. I have a hard time doing. We're going back on the bus because we're tired of walking. We've walked like 12,000 steps already today, so. I like how both of our faces are like this. We found, because there's this little like swimming area down here, and we found the little ramp that goes down to it, and both of us were like, well.
The door's open.
We originally thought that it'd be cool to swim here, but then we realized that this is all open to the open water, and then there's gross things like underwater ferns. Touching that literally is my nightmare. I don't know if you can see the reflection on the water, but there's a lot of fish. Actually, you can see that really well. There's a lot of fish. Where are they coming from? No, thank you. We just got here. Sophie just sat down and went through the floor. This is my Thai beef salad that is significantly less beef than what looked like in the picture when I ordered. I also don't know how to use chopsticks.
You're using that.
Yeah, but it's not really effective. Is that correct?
It's kind of a fake it till you make it situation.
Yeah. These crunchy bits are really, really
tomorrow,
spicy. Last night we just kind of went back, hung out in the lounge again to do some more financial work. Everybody who sees us hanging out there is like, why they're so serious? Everyone's just like hanging out and laughing and we're like on our laptops. We woke up this morning, early in the morning, to a woman out on the street having an absolute fit.
Losing her fucking mind.
She was like swearing like every other word. Probably a good 10 minutes.
Yeah, she was screaming at someone, but we don't know if it was like attacking her, bothering her, and she was screaming at them, or if she was like screaming at something. We didn't bother looking.
No, because I was trying to sleep. We Ubered over to the ferry, and now we are on the...
I thought we were leaving at 9:30, but we were leaving at 9, so I Ubered us so we wouldn't be late.
We are on a ferry to waiheke.
I think it's Waiheke.
Waiheke? Oh, Waiheke.
One of the top 10 Pacific Island destinations.
And we kind of picked this one mostly on a whim, so that worked out for us. We have a hop on, hop off bus tour on the island, and it's a huge island. This is Mudbrick Vineyard. It's not one of the we're going to, but oh my god.
Oh my gosh. That's really good. It's almost like a nutty.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Creamy and buttery.
Great way to start the day. Yeah, seriously.
We just finished our first stop, which is olive oil tasting, which was free because it's the off season, so that's your tip.
Had less olive oils than they
Yeah.
normally do, so they weren't gonna make us pay.
If you want free stuff.
And it was really good.
It was so good.
Olive Grove. Shout out to them. You should totally buy their olive oil.
How was it? It's good. We're having a little bit of an interesting time. The bus only comes like once an hour. The bus we got on this time had a different tour guide.
He was like, come here to see other things. Don't just come here to get drunk. And he said it like six times.
And we were like, sir, there are literally 4 vineyards on this one island.
No,
like,
there's more than 4. There's
oh,
like
there's
40.
okay, there's a lot
like
more.
7 vineyards. No, there's probably
Oh,
like 10 vineyards on the tour alone.
Oh, on the tour.
Most people are able to go wine tasting without getting absolutely hammered.
It's not like you're getting a lot of wine.
Like, tell us about what we're seeing.
He was-
Don't lecture us.
And also he was pointing out things that nobody cared about, like, oh, the police station. We have 5 police officers here. Great. It did get us where we wanted to go. We'd have to stand. The bus was full. So I'm hoping in the summer months they have more buses because it was packed and it's June. But we're now on to the museum because it closes at 3. Also, we had no plan. Going into this, we planned our schedule using the map provided within about 10 minutes.
We got on the bus,
Yeah.
planned, and then got off at our first stop.
Yeah.
10 minutes later.
Yeah. This is the cutest little kitchen. Honestly, I could live in this house. Look, bedroom, little living room here, reading nook over there. But I love the blue cabinets. Notice how little there is in that? Yeah. Because it's all down there. There's our little picnic lunch spot. Sophie's very excited to go put her feeties in the water. Our first Hobbit door. In 2 days, there will be a lot more Hobbit doors. We're going to Hobbiton on Tuesday. This is apparently like the best chocolate in all of New Zealand, like super well awarded. And so I had to get a second ice cream. Sophie gets wines. I get ice cream. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's really good. It's our last night coming back to our cute little hostel.
Yeah.
That was yesterday morning too.
Yeah, I got flashbacks.
Yeah.
It is our last morning in Auckland. I am soloing for the first time on this trip. Soph has to get a Brazil visa because she's going to Brazil after our trip. Her parents live there. I'm walking down Queen Street to get a souvenir, and then she's meeting me down there and we're going to a bakery. And then we have our bus to Matamata at 1 p.m. Both got chicken pies. I got a peach tea. I had a humbling... Speaking of humbling experiences, I got some souvenirs. This tea towel, Animals of New Zealand. This is like a metal kiwi bird statue, and this is like a little Maori whale tail statue. I was looking at the whale tails and it broke. And she was really nice and said, if you buy something from the store, you don't have to pay for it. So, I bought 3 things from the store. Yeah. I just forgot my backpack on the bus. Sorry.
Glad I noticed.
Same, because I didn't. At least my passport's not there.
Morning for Sarah.
I broke a thing in the souvenir shop, knocked over some stuff, lost her water bottle. Just forgot it on the counter, but I also didn't notice it then. But I also literally just left my whole backpack. I almost left Lonnie on the bus.
Poor Lonnie.
Poor Lonnie. I wasn't even the one that noticed. Sophie was the one that noticed. She's like, where's your backpack?
I was like, she looks not as wide as she should be. She looks like less loaded down.
Literally ran down the sidewalk. Luckily, there was a stoplight. Knocked on the door. My backpack's in there. Rolled his eyes and opened the door. I was like, thank you so much.
Did he laugh?
He wasn't necessarily like, annoyed. He was just kind of like, you're stupid. I know where the other two chapsticks are. I just can't get to them. I also lost my second to last chapstick last night. It turns out it was in Sophie's suitcase drawer bin.
Yeah, under my bed.
But I thought I was down to one chapstick and I brought 4 for like a weekend. So we're doing really well. We've arrived in Matamata. Can you tell? This is what Hobbiton's filmed. I've also never taken so many pictures and photos of rainbows in my life. The rainbows on the way here were insane. We've been off the bus for all of like 1 minute and an old man found Sophie and talked to us about he's a cold water swimmer in like the world championships or something. I don't even know.
It was really nice.
He was having largely a conversation with just Sophie.
They like magnetized me. I don't know why.
Old men really like Sophie.
Yeah.
So here's our little Airbnb for the night. We walked 15 minutes down the road. Flat road, better than Auckland, which is like the hilliest. We're literally in like their backyard.
Yeah.
Like, this little, there's
so
robes
cute.
for us. They have what now? What is that?
Rosé.
There's little chocolates there. I'm obsessed with this. This is so cute. And our little balcony, and the bathroom is out there.
Switch sides though.
I'm so good at that.
Oh, hi. How are you? Yes. You guys have a beautiful place. Okay. Thank you so much.
Hello. Hi. Your eyes are so yellow.
That's one of the prettiest black cats.
Yeah. Wow.
This is what staying in a private Airbnb and not in like a 16 million person hostel does to you. It's just joy.
And real towels.
And real towels.
And bathrobes, which I'll absolutely be wearing later. Using my scrubber to wash some socks and underwear. We're not paying for more laundry. I already had the scrubber from semester at sea. It is what I used to wash laundry for 5 months. One time when I was doing laundry, one of the first times, it literally spilled all over my bathroom floor. We got a lot better using it. Just the realities of backpacking. We're seeing Hobbiton tomorrow, so we're watching the first Hobbit movie with our Easy Mac.
Mine's over there.
It's a good time.
I'm the happiest I've ever been in my entire life.
I'm old now.
I was pretty happy. I don't know if I'd say that, but it's pretty up there.
That was perhaps an exaggeration.
perhaps.
But a warranted one.
That's where we're going. Hobbit walk. Well, we're in full packs. I got Misty Mountain Trail. We're only a little excited. We are making a little bakery pit stop before our Hobbit tour. It's really loud. There's country blasting. Got a cookie-dough croissant, which I've never seen before. Wow, that is the kind of sugar I need in the morning. Our tour guide is one of 5 people in the entire world who have a PhD in Tolkien's work.
Which is extremely impressive.
Which is so impressive, and it means we're gonna get a great tour today. When we rounded that corner and saw that, we collectively gasped mid-sentence. Oh my gosh, there's Big End. So we now know why our tour guide has a PhD in Tolkien. His horse was used.
It was a main character.
The main characters rode his horse in several scenes.
Yeah, like into battle,
Yeah.
like all this stuff. It's like a feature. The
Yeah.
horse is a feature
Yeah,
film.
I too would get a PhD in Tolkien's work if my horse was repeatedly in the movies. This is Samwise Gamgee's door. We're about to actually go inside a fully decorated Hobbit house. Oh my god.
It doesn't really remember.
This is a real newspaper. This is insane. These are the things brewed specifically for Hobbiton. I have the like apple cider, and you have?
I got an amber ale.
This is called an Afghan biscuit, but it's like a chocolate cookie.
A steak and kidney pie.
It's carbonated, which I don't like, but I feel like I need to try it, so. Yep. Carbonated.
Do you want to try the beer? It's good. It's like nice and light.
I don't like beer, so.
I know.
No, that's a hit.
Or like eye flutter.
The eye flutter was the carbonation, and the top afterwards was the taste. Oh my god, I do not like beer.
Holy, this looks incredible. Look at that bite. It smells really good. Oh, it's not steak and kidney, it's steak and ale pie.
This day is incredible.
Yeah.
Just us waiting at another hole bus stop. It's not that cold, but it's North Island and we know it's only gonna get colder.
At least it's not dark this time.
It's not dark this time, it's not midnight, it's not an abandoned, shot up train station.
And we're much warmer. I thought I was gonna die on that
I
train, though.
have never felt so cold, honestly. We're doing much better.
And we've had a great day.
We've had an amazing day. We got free mugs that say like from the Green Dragon.
They were lovely, but just not super like aesthetic.
So then I bought one of the like actual mugs that they use in the Green Dragon that I can have for my like kitchenware, dishware, travel collection. I now have 2 mugs that I'm traveling with. Look what Sophie found in our hostel. Look at the kitchen. Is this free stuff? Wait, free shelf?
Yeah.
A lot of milk. Free stuff in the fridge.
Crazy.
Just in case you're wondering, this is Haka House in Rotorua.
Thank you so much.
Goodness. You sound like unwell.
I am. This like is healing me.
Oh, that's really good. Outfit check. It's gonna be raining literally all day. We have a very packed day. Booked like 3 different tours last night. First thing is a walk along, there's like a boardwalk. There's just a lot of stuff right on the water, but it is in fact raining outside. At least there's nobody else here.
Yeah, that's true.
Private
It's not very
tour.
crowded. This isn't a tour that we booked. We're just doing it.
Yeah. Rotorua is also known for like having a lot of geothermic activity. There's a lot of things that we've seen are like it's supposed to smell like sulfur, but it's not really bad, and it's
No,
only
it's
noticeable
not.
in like
By
a
the
couple
water.
spots by the water. Like if I didn't know about it, I wouldn't
Like
think
there's
about
like
it.
occasional like, ooh, that smells like sulfur, and then 2 seconds later you don't notice it
Right.
anymore.
Yeah. So don't worry about that. if
Maybe
you're
it's
going
worse
here.
during the summer because
That's
it's hot.
true. Sophie's just been triggered by the Canadian geese.
The worst animals on the planet.
Hello, though, to the entire geese population of Rotorua. So this is one of the geothermal areas. It definitely smells a lot stronger. For issuing a retraction, it smells really bad over here. I mean, this is the official geothermal area.
Quite strong.
It's fierce over
Now,
here.
in our defense, they said that you could smell the smells from the whole city. So
You
that's
can't.
why we were like,
Yeah.
oh, it doesn't smell that bad.
Here.
We're literally standing next to a hot spring, and it is.
I would expect it to smell bad.
Yeah, it's
Literally
like
at the hot
Yellowstone.
spring. Do with that what you will. You can literally see where things die. Heads up, the bus system in Rotorua, you can't pay with card. You can pay with cash or the B card. Bus lady was super nice. Where are we going right now? She was super nice and just let us ride for free, but most bus drivers, I think you can pick up a B card.
Yeah.
It's like a preloaded card.
She had just run out.
Those are literally whale ribs right there. This is basically like a Maori school. Native Maori can come and basically get their education in like making all of these things. I literally have not picked my job off the ground.
Yeah, it's really
It's insane.
Every single like pattern has a specific story. One tiny piece of wood this big tells a full story.
Yeah, and this room is like the school's like final projects kind of things, like things all the students made. The birdies! We're about to go see kiwis. Unfortunately, we cannot take photos or video inside the kiwis. Just now that we are seeing them.
They're really sweet.
They're really cute. So they're nocturnal, so they had them on like an opposite cycle so we could see them while they're active. Male, female, and then a baby. Or like a 6-month-old.
It was so little.
And they're like hunting around, pecking their little noses.
They like
beaks.
walk and like. I would love to hold one, but they're endangered.
Yeah, they're endangered, so that probably wouldn't fly. Similarly to how kiwis don't fly. So these are where a lot of geysers shoot out. Oh, hot food.
Yeah, the fries are really good.
There's a significant amount of onions in this. Beautiful weather. It's holiday. A lot of stuff. Oh, look, he's right there. We just got out of our an hour and a half or more wine tasting. Most of it was just chatting.
I think we probably spent like 2 collective minutes on the wine. It was just me drinking wine and him talking at us.
Every time you try to ask a question, he's like, really, it's not about the quality of the wine. It's like who the company you keep. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure bad wine
And then he
tastes bad.
it's not about the taste, it's about the mouthfeel. And I do agree it's
Right.
about the mouthfeel, but I was like, objectively, it is also about the taste. Anybody that's talking about the taste of the wine doesn't know what they're talking about. And I'm like, it is a fact that you can taste like more cherry in some wines or more apple. That's not wrong. The things that he said about wine, I
could have told you.
Yeah, but then there was a lot of bullshit. Pour it for me. And then 20 minutes later, I'd be done with the wine. He'd be like, oh, that was a peanut. I'm like, yes, thank you. I read the label because you didn't tell me.
In the middle of it, there's a good long portion where he repeatedly insulted our generation's ability to work.
Yeah.
And I was trying to be like, well, inflation is actually like a big thing.
And the job market's terrible.
My generation wants to hire people who like actually want to work 40 hours a week. I would like to do that.
No one will hire me.
You have to respond to my application.
Well, resumes don't mean anything. And
Well,
I'm
then
like,
don't
ask for them.
A resume is actually everything. All of his wine metaphors were sexual. Every single one. This one is this type of kiss. This one is this type of kiss. There's a lot of like down the throat, up the ass.
And he like had his fingers in his mouth, and he would like many times make direct eye contact, and I was like,
it was definitely an experience.
yeah.
He was also one of those guys that like has to be the expert on everything. We would be talking about something, he'd be the expert, and then we would bring up something that we definitely know more about than him, like diving for her, med school and medicine or whatever it was, and then he would tell us about it and explain to us why he was right and why the things that he was saying were an inside scoop.
Everything he said seemed like at least a slight exaggeration, if not more.
And like maybe slightly problematic.
Yeah.
So anyway.
That was that.
I have leftover food from last night, and so picked up some macas, as it's called here, and she's like,
Gotta keep it safe. My passports got wet and now I'm trying to keep them dry and my food dry.
it's like she's smuggling stuff.
Hello, we are in the Polynesian Spa Pavilion Pools, hot springs. It's glorious. It's basically
really
a natural hot tub. I'm going to not carry my phone with me because I don't want to do that. There's like 8 pools here. Peace out. I'm going to put you back in the bin, but just know that we're spending the next like hour floating between the 8 different pools.
We're really excited.
It's going to be great. So, bye-bye. I am in the Rotorua airport right now. We got up much earlier than we needed to because apparently there's no security at this airport, which I didn't think was still a thing. We also had to check on our bags because even though they're carry-ons in other flights, they are too big. Fair, I think it's literally like propeller planes. We are heading to our last stop in North Island.
We just got to Wellington. We basically dropped our stuff off in our hostel, which is a Trek Global. It is like noon, so we can't really like actually get into a room. So we're just kind of wandering. We found this antrim house. Don't know what it is. Here we have today's version of a picnic. We're waiting for this clock tower. It's gonna like have a whole show. The house was super cool. We had like a little tour guide. She gave us all sorts of recommendations, hence why we're in this old arcade mall thing. We got our little lunch.
It's a bank, that's now a mall.
And this clock is really fancy, and it goes off every hour. It's so
Birds can like barely fly.
yeah, they're just gonna fly,
but
just stay in place. Yeah. Holy fuck! Is it cold by chance?
Really cool.
We have another very steep uphill. We just hiked halfway up this mountain to try and go into a cool looking church that was in fact closed to the public. Blown away by Wellington today? Yeah, just a little bit. Almost blown over, but it's okay. So the church that we tried to get into is way down there. Wow, this is really cute. Here's our hostel room for the next 3 nights. And guess what? These are the only 2 beds in here. It's very exciting. We have a whole room to ourselves. It's not like we splurged on it.
It was like 140 Canadian dollars for 3 nights divided
for-
by 2 people.
And we just took a little, not power nap, but we just were horizontal.
A 10-minute TikTok break where we weren't on our feet.
Done as many outside things as possible today, and we're about to go do some more, like the cable car and botanical garden. The next 2 days are supposed to be pretty rainy and cold.
There's a
and-
polar.
She said something that indicated that it was going to be really cold here, and then she goes, it's not going to be above 10 degrees Celsius. And we were like, you mean 50 degrees Fahrenheit?
Yes, we're wearing like the same thing every day. We do change our like shirts and pants.
Yeah.
Like I just want to be clear. We have limited packing space, so I only brought 2 sweatshirt things and they have to alternate.
I've also been trying to not wear all my warmest stuff because when I get to the South Island, it'll be really, really cold. We're staying at the Trek Global. It is a maze of a building. Yeah. We just counted. We walked through 10 doors, not including our actual room door we're staying.
Yeah.
10 doors to go from there to outside of the building.
We're on the 2nd floor.
Sophie decided she's tired of walking, so she's running at a walking pace.
A lot of people looking at me.
So this is like a human sundial. I don't know if there's enough shadow for you right now. Please say that again.
Instead of have to climb another mountain, I will simply sit down. I have nothing against climbing mountains, I love it, but we climbed, you saw in the earlier clip, an insane amount of mountain today.
Yeah.
We got up at 6 in the morning. I'm like ready for sleepy. Also, look at the sick tote bag I got.
Earlier we were way up there. Way down there. That's where like we started. We went all the way up there. We're in like a 30-person line to check out at the grocery store. I've never seen that before ever. Good morning. It is day 2 of Wellington. Sophia's downstairs in the kitchen right now making her breakfast because she has actual breakfast and I have like protein bars. It is supposed to rain in like the later half of the day. We're gonna try to do more inside things today since it's not gonna be as nice today or tomorrow. We also did all of our planning this morning and last night. We rolled into Wellington and didn't have a clue what we were doing. So all worked out for us so far, so there's no negative reinforcement, so we keep doing it. Being type A spontaneous planners is very interesting because I also have a massive budget spreadsheet. Supposed to be raining shortly or soon, so we're enjoying our outside time, which is actually really nice. It's not windy, unlike yesterday where it was hurricane winds. So we're at like old government buildings right now that are really pretty. It's just really like it's dark in here. That's literally like someone was trying to make time traveling. It's like a studio that they found up here that was hidden for 100 years. I don't know. It's very weird. Lunchtime. We're back in the, what is it called? Old Bank Arcade. We're having our little picnic lunch. We spent a good 3 hours in that museum. I feel like I resurfaced. So this is Coco's Bar and Grill. If you know One Direction at all and followed them since like literally the beginning and are a specific type of One Direction fan, there's a Wellington specific moment. If you know what I'm talking about, it happened here. If you don't, you can move on.
Up, 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 get up, get up, get up. You don't like my up song?
The military.
Oh, big generals. That guy's got a lot of muscle. Oh, and they have guns. I didn't know there was a lot here.
They are military. So So this is old St. Paul's. The cathedral we were just in is the new one that was built in like the 60s. And so this is like the old one that they transitioned from. We would have been so cold.
I'm okay with that.
It's really cold. We were just in the Te Papa Museum. We left halfway through. There's this Australian New Zealand Army, Navy? I don't know, military band performance. If you remember earlier today, we saw like a whole ton of them.
And then we got lost.
We got lost in them. But our tickets to Te Papa, like, you can go back in. So we were like, oh, we'll just leave and then come back.
Great museum. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, honestly, it's great. We only went through like one exhibit so far. I double checked the website, still on, even though it's like kind of chilly, 30-mile-an-hour winds. Walk like 8 minutes out to the bus stop. I check a secondary website, not the main one, and that says it's canceled. Here we are, walking back.
After literally frigidizing. Everybody here is wearing full winter coats.
Yeah.
And we have, like our measly little rain jackets.
Yeah. That was humbling. We're returning to the museum where it's nice and cozy and warm. That's the biggest squid ever caught. So that's talking about like this huge treaty about land in New Zealand being given to the Queen of England. We've been hearing about it over and over again in all the museums and things about how there's issues with the land and the tribes and where they're supposed to be. English and American versions say different things. I actually cannot comprehend the audacity of that. So anyway. So you know what's actually crazy? We just spent 4 hours in that museum. There's like no transportation between the museum and our hostel. Like we would have to walk 12 minutes in the 30-mile-an-hour winds. And so instead, we decided we would take a bus all the way out to like the lighthouse point and then take a bus straight to our hostel so that we don't have to walk 12 minutes outside.
We do also have money to use up on our Snapper cards.
Otherwise, we wouldn't do that.
And it is freezing out here.
The 30 miles an hour winds is really quite a lot.
And it's all uphill.
As you can see, we did not end up doing that. We walked a little bit further, then we redid the Google Maps, and then there was one that took us closer to our hostel. We did that because we have to get up super early tomorrow. Flight to Christchurch in South Island leaves at 7 a.m. Hence why we're eating dinner at like 5. I have chicken tortellini.
I got butter chicken, but I already ate it.
Demolished it. I'm scared. I feel like we need to have an accurate representation of like what our evenings is. Just to clarify, it is 6 p.m. Like not 6:30, 6 p.m. We just are finishing packing up. 6:03. That doesn't really sound any better. We are fully in pajamas. Sophie's in bed. I'm about to be in bed editing after I finish packing up. That's been our nights, like every single night.
In our defense, we have to be out of this hostel at 4 a.m.
Even when we don't have to, we're like in here by like 7.
We're also out for 12 hours a day.
We get out early and we stay out literally all day.
Rest is important for a successful trip.
Good. We learned that on SAS when he didn't get any. But this is I think where this vlog is gonna end. I am doing like a North Island and then a South Island vlog.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
When we wake up tomorrow at like 4 a.m., it will be the start of the next vlog for the South Island. Very exciting. We're going to 3 different cities there. And we're also bungee jumping in Queenstown. Yeah. We're not nervous at all about jumping off a cliff. It'll be fine.
No biggie.
No biggie. Like and subscribe. There's lots of content coming. And I'll see you on the South Island at 4 in the morning.
Woo!
Woo!